Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this week's live of the Global Energy of the Week for April 19th to the 25th of 2021. This is week 16. The coming week is week 16. So in esoteric numerology, 16 corresponds to the mirror. We've spoken about the mirror in a few of the lives before. And the mirror would like us to empty ourselves. It would like us to clear our minds, become transparent so we can reflect the light of the divine. So what happens in this process? You start, there might be some situations that come into your life so you can clear them finally. And your emotional body is now ready to really reflect the light of the divine. When we are involved in our emotions, our feelings, and grudges, and all this stuff, we're not able to see clearly. We always see like in a smoky mirror. So we see lives through our filter. So to be able to reflect the light of the divine, we really need to start clearing ourselves, becoming transparent. And 16 also corresponds in the tarot cards to the tower. I'm not sure if you are familiar with the tarot cards, but they are an amazing tool to understand the evolution of consciousness. And so the tower wants us to internalize how the spirit enter into the heart of man. So the tower helps us realize we're nothing in front of the divine, that we have no idea, that we're blind. And so then we empty ourselves, so then allow ourselves to be guided by the light. So we are ready to serve, not our desires, our needs. It's about following the guidance of the divine. So it will require some processing, it will require some work. And so if we are ready to do this, you'll be able to see these situations come in front of your life, and you might be able to dissolve them quite quickly. If we're not ready to clear, you may feel like there's a lot of heaviness, there's a lot of things happening to you, why me? A little bit of a victim mindset. So if you see yourself doing this week, please take a little time to slow down and see within, so you can actually take the opportunity to become that mirror. Okay, so then we have 16 plus 5 of the year is 21-3. And so as we clear the misunderstandings, and then we are able to reflect the light of the divine through our lives, then we might be able to do the work we came here to do. So 21 is about doing the work. One of the names of 21 is manifesting the idea. So it might be that you become aware of your gifts, some things that you know how to do very easily, but up to this moment, you are not even aware that this was something you can offer. Yes? So you might get some ideas of how you could utilize these gifts to serve, to become a person that is in service-oriented. You may detach from the old ideas of what you want to do and be ready to serve, just being guided by the light. As I was saying, being the mirror, ready, open and clear, listening, then we're ready now to serve. If we don't clear our minds, the 21 may feel like they need a lot of attention. They might want us to be seen. We want to be seen. We want others to notice us. We want people to make us the center of attention. One of the names is the Queen of the Ball. But this is the shadow side of the 21. So again, if you see yourself doing this, if you see yourself seeking attention and having tantrums, then realize that you are actually being resistant to following the light, and see what you can do to become a bit more clear and ready to serve. So the week starts on the 19th. 19 is the selfless leader. So on this day, you may step into a new place where you feel that you actually have the authority to do the things that you may have not been confident to do in the past. So you stand on your power on this day, and perhaps gaining the courage to move forward with what you've known for weeks that you have to do. So 19 plus 4 is 23. 23 is keys to the light. So this allows for us to become very intuitive, to access a lot of information from the divine. The 23 help us uplift. It helps us know and hear with clarity what we need to communicate, the things we need to do, etc. But again, if we are on the shadow side of the 23, if we haven't been doing the work of the clearing the mind, the emotions, and so on, we might feel a little irritated. We might be a little explosive, and instead of connecting to our divinity, we might be resisting anything that's coming up for us. No, I cannot do it. This is too much, or even become very dictatorial. This is how I want it. I'm not gonna do this, etc. So 23 plus 5 of the year, it's 28. 28, 10, 1. And 28 is the one who dares wins. So again, telling us it's time to jump off the cliff. It's time to start, to do these things you've been thinking about, these things you've been working on, these things you've been planning. It's time to jump off the cliff and trust that you're able, that you're capable, and that you have enough resources, that you have all the gifts required for you to do this. On this day also, the Sun and Mercury enters the sign of Taurus, and so this gives us determination. It makes us a lot more productive and more practical. So in addition to this energy pushing us to take these steps, we also have this impetus helping us to take the step and being very determined on what we want to do. On the 23rd of April, Mars enters Cancer. And so this presents an opportunity to release and clear one of those, some of those emotions that may come up. So if you see yourself feeling emotional, instead of running away from the emotions, stay, listen, and hear what is it that wants to be cleared. Do not run away from your emotions. Actually, look at them in the eye, and see what is underneath those emotions. What wants to be cleared? What wants to get out of your life for once and for all? And so be brave and just face those moments. It's the only way to dissolve old misunderstandings and emotions. So the week ends on the 25th of April. And the 25, it's a number that speaks about grace. It's also the mind connector. It knows what to do. It knows how to connect others, how to do things in a very effective way. One of the issues with the 25 is that it wants us perhaps to think a bit too much. So we need to calm ourselves down, do that silence, perhaps a meditation to bring that silence and that connection to the divine. So instead of going by our little mind, we are guided by the higher mind. 25 plus 4 is 29. 29 is also a number that we've seen before. It's the light at the end of the tunnel. So as we allow for that mind to steady and be able to connect to the higher mind, more ideas may surface to help us and inspire us to do what we need to do. 29 and 5 from the year, it's 34, 16, 7. 34, it's called a materialized healer. And so it's a methodical way. It brings like a process of healing. So as you see, the week culminates on a day where we can transform and heal. It's also a 16 day in line with the week. So a lot of healing entering our lives. The mind of God entering the mind of man. So just be mindful of all these things. Realize that perhaps you become a little emotional throughout the week, and this is not a bad thing. It is actually a good thing because it's something that is supporting you in the releasing and the cleansing of the emotional body, so you actually become more clear. So you actually can deepen your intuition and can be guided by the light and trust that you are loved, protected, supported at all times. This week we have our meditation night. Our guest speaker is Julia Chai. She's a lovely friend of ours. And the topic is permission to connect to the divine within. So if you would like to participate, just please send us a message. We'll send you the link so you can register. This is a free event. It's on Wednesday at 7 p.m. You can participate either online or face-to-face. You can come to our studio and be part of the meditation, or you can also connect via Zoom. So you can do that as well. In a month's time, we'll be running another foundation course in esoteric numerology. And if you're interested in understanding the mysteries of life, if you would like to understand what's happening behind what is seen, if you would like to kind of have a grasp of what's life trying to do with me, this is a course that will really help you. It will help you deepen your intuition. It will help not only understand the cycles of life, the meanings and the significance of numbers in your life, but it also will help you have a better understanding of what's happening for you and why things are done the way they're done. It's a really healing course, as well as very enlightening and supportive. So let us know if you would like to know more information about this course. And we also have our event page where you can be up to date with everything that we're running at the Healing Butterfly Touch. I hope this was helpful for you. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. I'm really happy to go back and answer any questions. And also in the near future, I'm going to do a live for just questions and answers for anything that in particular that you would like to know. Okay, thank you for listening and see you next week.